Hello, ladies and gentlemen, Deja Vu here, and I'm bringing you now the second set from this final series between Caffeine Free and Spunky in this TVT Best of 5. We're going to be here on Return of the King now. This is Caffeine Free in the top right in green, and Spunky in the bottom right in red. And we saw in the first game Caffeine Free going for some crazy BBS proxy cheese, and didn't turn out so well for him. He kind of had some trouble with his micro, was unable to really keep his Marines away from Spunky's SCVs, and we saw Spunky hold off the initial rush, take his ramp, and it was all downhill for Caffeine Free from there, and Spunky took that game rather convincingly. We'll see whether or not he's able to take Caffeine Free down here again, or if Caffeine Free's got something a little different worked up for this game. He's clearly not going for a BBS or any sort of a early proxy build. At least not yet. We'll see whether he decides to do something a little bit cheesy or not. Really, either of these players could go cheesy. You do see that a lot whenever you're in the... Actually, you see that all over the place. It doesn't matter whether you're in the pro scene, the foreigner scene. It doesn't matter where you are. You see cheese enough. But I think you do see it a little bit more on the amateur level just because, I don't know, it's a little bit more fun, I think, down here when you get to really see the micro fights. And it can be a little bit more entertaining. But we do have some extra people in this game. We've got an orange Terran over here floating away with one SCV left, and we've got a blue Terran over here floating away, and he's got 4 SCVs left. Look at that army there. Look at that. He's got quite a little bit of an army there, and he's building SCVs. Oh my god. Hopefully they don't mind any minerals, because that would just be wrong on so many levels as spectators. They should just lift off and kill their own SCVs, but you know. As long as none of the players care, I don't particularly care. We do see their spam APM. Both of their spam APMs are quite good, and we see even orange and blue keeping their APM up as well. So they're doing pretty well here. So yeah, we're looking at the game here. We got Spunky going for, getting back to what's actually happened. Spunky threw down his refinery before barracks, and Caffeine Free went for a little bit of the reverse build. Not going to be a big deal, but it is a 4-person map, so Spunky decided to go for his gas and for his tech a little bit earlier, deciding that he wasn't going to need the barracks, and especially since he didn't see a scouting SCV from Caffeine Free. And Spunky's going to get the scout in first here. Caffeine Free is scouting at about the same time, but Spunky's going to get in here first. Going to try and stop this barracks from going up, maybe? No. Just going to go get a little scout in. Caffeine Free is in as well. Going to see everything that Spunky's doing, and no one's really doing anything all that crazy, although Spunky is producing a Marine, so that Marine will be able to take down the SCV for... Caffeine Free. Actually, Caffeine Free just leaving now? No, he's just moving around. And Factory going up immediately for both players here, I think. And, yeah, gonna see mirror builds here so far. We'll see what happens when it... At some point, of course, I gotta think that both these players will change. And Spunky getting a lot of hits off on this SCV. Caffeine Free really needs to bring another SCV over to stop this. Yeah, that's what he's doing. So, Caffeine Free should be fine here. That SCV is getting more hits than it really should have here. And the Marine comes out for Spunky and forces this SCV for Caffeine Free to run away. And, yeah, Spunky's got to be careful and make sure he doesn't lose his SCV either. But Caffeine Free refusing to put down a Marine and actually throwing up a second factory here. And losing that SCV building the first factory. So Caffeine Free absolutely showing his hand here, showing that he's going to be going for a 2-factory push before he was able to get rid of Spunky's SCV. That is, I question that move a little bit just because he's not going to have the advantage of this 2-factory being any sort of a surprise in any way, shape, or form for Spunky. Spunky's going to be able to prepare for it however he wishes, and really be able to take an advantage if he is able to prepare properly. And Spunky comes in with a Marine and an SCV, a late Marine in here, and able to kill Caffeine Free's Marine as well. So Spunky doing a little bit of damage here, and this Marine is wandering around into Caffeine Free's mineral line here. Caffeine Free should really be able to kill this Marine very quickly right now, but he seems like he's struggling a little bit here. And now this Marine gets behind the mineral lines, picking at this SCV. This is real bad for Caffeine Free. I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what Caffeine Free is doing, but this is not looking good. He hasn't lost any SCVs quite yet. Loses one SCV. Might lose a second here. Gonna lose a second SCV. 2 SCVs go down to that Marine. One SCV went down to this SCV. Wow, that is 3 SCV kills. That just really should not have happened. Some poor micro there by Caffeine Free, unable to really defend himself, and losing 3 SCVs there. That is that's a little bit careless on his part. And now we'll see what's going to happen here. The 2 factories are done. 2 machine shops going to get Vulture Speed and Vulture Mines, and the Vultures are going to be coming out. Looks like Spunky's going to throw down an engineering bay and a barracks here. Actually, if he throws down a supply depot in the middle, I think he might be able to get a block off. And with a block, that could really be really devastating. Caffeine, yeah, that's exactly what he's doing. He's doing exactly that, and this could be really devastating to Caffeine Free's push. And Spunky's going to go try and take the economic lead here as well with his command center almost complete. With this tank behind here, this is a full block. Vultures will not be able to get through. The siege tank will easily be able to kill these vultures before they're really able to pick at it. It's not like they're dragoons like we see in PvT, where sometimes the tanks can get picked off by a group of dragoons out here, but that's not what's going to happen here. These tanks are just too powerful for these vultures, and nothing's going to happen. He was able to, Captain Free was able to kill the SCV building the supply depot, but it's not going to matter here at all. Caffeine Free is way behind now economically. He will be able to put on some sort of a contain here, I think, unless Spunky pushes out like now with his 2 tanks. Caffeine Free, with as soon as his mines are complete, he should be able to throw down some mines here and really pin Spunky in pretty good until he gets an academy up and until Spunky really gets some contact going. Obviously, it'll be a while before either player decides to get Science Vessel or anything like that. But yeah, I think that's what Caffeine Free's goal is going to be here. Yeah, that is what he's doing. He's going to throw down some mines and just try and get a contain in here, and it's going to be pretty effective for a while, I have to say. And Marine wandering in here and getting absolutely slaughtered. I don't know if it was lured in or something, or maybe Caffeine Free didn't want it. I don't know. But yeah, just carelessly losing another Marine there. And now we're seeing siege tanks being produced and siege upgrade being researched for Caffeine Free. Of course, it already is up for First Monkey. This was the siege expand for him, which is a great counter to 2 factory push when you can get a block like this up. That was just I'm really happy with that play by Spunky. That was really good. Getting an academy up as well, so he's going to get Comsat up as soon as possible, as well as an armory, and both of those are probably going to be, the Comsat, of course, will be for the mines here,